distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys are playing extremely well. 8-2 over their last 10. On the other side, the head coach. Turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be
playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And they'll go empty backfield. 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 5.
Hey, pass. Cut 19. Cut 19. Check. Mustang 19. Rig.
To throw is Sanders. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. First down. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Sanders. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's now 2nd and 10.
Pass the 60.
They'll run here with a rookie. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go. 18,
From the shotgun, Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Well, the silver lining from last week, He played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 66 yards.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's going to have to play like that to help drive them down the field.
You look at this Browns defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They go play action now. Jackson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. A first down carry for Henry. Trucks over him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, Sanders. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond. This is over out of bounds. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On the zone read, this is Judkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go check, go check. Bronco switch, Bronco.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, trap 19. Cougar 19. Go, Riggs, go. Check smash, check smash. Ready,
Operating from the gun, Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have regained the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Get it?
At the Ravens' 28-yard line.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. First down, right back to Judkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Ready, set. Ready. Bronco leading. Ready.
They go play action now. Sanders. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now Sanders throwing to start the drive. brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This one downfield for Tillman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check smash. 70 Lions.
They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Warriors 70.
Sanders going to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Yeah, he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A very solid gain of 27.
This hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Muscles him off. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This will wind up a touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Parker Washington. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Steelers come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Bryce Young. A 14-yard touchdown pass. The Panthers are in a good spot here. 2/3 of the way through the season, they stand 8-4 with this victory. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. From the 33, here's second down and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Jackson will keep it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Reload! Ready! Knocking 18!
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll give them a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
19 tight, 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Throwing, Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Still on his feet. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
49-yard gain. That's good for a Browns first down. A 49-yard gain on the play. And the Browns first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
On the ground with a tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now Sanders. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Browns, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Cleveland.
Let's go. Tackle 11. Left it. Press on 80. Say, hey. Ready, right?
From the gun, it's Shador. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. A nice throw there.
Pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points are certainly not at a premium here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Middle.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. That flag, that'll push them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
First First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
To the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Here's Sanders. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Let's go. 60 broadcast. 60. Past the 60. Past the 60. 19 Lions. Check smash. 7 Pirates. Riggs. 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Sanders to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw now. Here's Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
Come on, come on. 70 Lions. Ready.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
18 Cardinal, 18.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. To throw is Sanders. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Hey, Crash. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Sanders. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
Panther 60, 19, Pioneer. Warriors 70, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Red. Bronco 80, 19 Lions. Mustang 19. Ready,
Operating from the gun, Sanders. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 17-yard line.
Second and a couple.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Sanders once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
79 Broncos.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
18 Romney. 18 Cougar 19. Ready.
Sanders now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 31-28. A minute 50 to play. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught. Bateman. Still going inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Hold the ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Take man. 60 Eagle. Hurt.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Green in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here comes 2nd down.
Take man.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mike Green in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 65 cash. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
approach defense.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Baltimore, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.